This is the Programmer Owl, and in this video I'm going to walk through the Edabit Python challenge, area of a rectangle. And this challenge wants you to create a function that calculates the area of a rectangle, but if the arguments are invalid, your function must return -1. So as you can see, they take both of the height and the width and they find the area. But if one of the numbers is a negative or a 0, that's obviously going to create an invalid response because you can't have 0 area, you can't have a negative answer for the area. So you're supposed to have it return -1. So here's how we do it. So as always, Edabit sets up the syntax for defining a function, and the arguments are h and w. H for height, w for width. So I'm going to set up an if-else loop. So if the height is greater than 0, because that'll make sure we don't include any zeros, and that'll make sure we don't include any negatives, and the same thing is true for width is greater than 0, we want to return height times width, because that's the formula for finding the area of a rectangle, just multiplying those two numbers together. Else, what they wanted us to do is if the stuff was invalid, there was a 0 or a -1, is just return -1. So let's see if that worked, if that code was sufficient enough to satisfy the challenge, and it was. And so that is how you find the area of a rectangle.